Hello and welcome to the Great Game Debate Podcast, where friends come together to respectfully consider their strategic opinion and decide between the options, discuss, debate, and disagree. Choose one, realize it was the wrong decision, and then reload a previous save and choose a different one. I'll be your host, Katie Berthe Lade, and of course, joining me is none other than the godfather of the debate himself, Jonah Gomez. How you doing, my friend?
What an intro. That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
That was great. I loved that. That was 100% off the dome, folks.
Yeah,
Caden is
improv.
master of his class at introducing the guests and the panelists of our show.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess that's how Jonah's doing. Steven, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm just I'm glad to be back. It's been a bit tricky to get our times all lined up and stuff, but I see you're already appreciating the spooky season, getting in there early. That cup is pretty hype.
Oh yeah, dude. That the white pumpkins on the orange background for the audio listeners. On my coffee mug. Jonah's bringing out the Gengar plushie. I saw a mug in the Pokemon Center shop that is a Gengar shaped pumpkin coffee mug, and damn, I really want
that. A hole
that.
for the mouth?
No, his
asking
his
for a friend.
Skull is chopped off. Anyway. Of course, we're not complete without our new little precious baby, Austin.
Hey, that's me, little precious baby.
And a podcast
little baby's
baby.
trying to get over sick. So, sorry if I cough this recording.
Yeah, that sucks.
All right, I didn't get out of bed for nearly 3 days.
Oh, really? Oh, damn, dude.
It was awful.
Do you work from home or did you take some
No, that was problematic.
Oh, no. Well, we have a hopefully fun show planned out for you guys today. We're gonna have a little debate between myself and Steven on turn-based versus real-time combat, and do some community questions, play a little bit of video game trivia. And before we move on, I'm just gonna do it up front now since I'm actually remembering. Shout out to the patrons. So thank you very much to Dan Gieslin, Pucho, Randall Reborn, and Cherie Clark. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
And of course,
thanks for everyone staying around during the downtime. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And thanks again to our patrons for allowing us to spend some of that cash on a new logo from Hunter Pearson and new music from Abstraction, aka Ben Burns. All right, so I will turn things over to you, Jonah, to judge the debate.
Whether it's real time or turn based, the tactics that we pick are decided today with Steven representing real time in video games versus Caden representing turn based in video games. And Austin, as our assist trophy today, we will find out which is better. And I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Steven, what number do you pick?
17.
Caden?
16.
Caden gets it. It was 14.
Damn.
Wow, that was brutal. All right.
I choose 10.5.
Yeah, exactly.
Caden.
Nothing stops Steven from choosing 10 or 11.
Would you like to start or close the debate today?
I'll start. Let's do it.
You'll start. All right. You have 2 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, debate.
All right, listen. Real-time combat is the gameplay of the no-lifer who's either a child or still lives in their mama's basement or is a Nepo baby that has time to play games as much as they want. I'm coming in with the representative of the people who work jobs, work 2 jobs, work 3 jobs, are parents in debt, and that's turn-based combat. I myself am a stay-at-home dad, okay? You think I got time to boot up a real-time video game in the middle of the day while following a toddler around, and he could just come in anytime and, like, grab the controller out of my hands or like throw it at the TV or just like run headfirst into the wall and fall down and start screaming. And if this is like Elden Ring or something, it's just like I got to put the controller down and just be killed. There's no point. But if I'm playing a turn-based combat game where at any point the game's just waiting for me to choose what to do. It doesn't matter what my child does. It doesn't matter if he crawls up off on top of the couch and, jumps backwards off of it headfirst to the hardwood floor, or tries to go under the table to pick up like his latest toy and he stands up to his full height
30
underneath the table
seconds.
and smashes the top of his head into the table, or if he's walking down the steps outside to go play in the yard and he trips and hits his head on the concrete. Like I can just put the game down, address the situation, return to the game, and continue. It's convenient. It's the game of the everyman. It's the game of the common man, the common gamer, and it respects your time.
All right. Well, the way Caden opened his debate is doesn't matter who you are, playing video games is sad. So, Steven, Steven, you've got 2 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, debate.
I love that in Caden's explanation of turn-based games that he literally explained the coolest things of his day with the real-time action that his son was getting up to, doing backflips off the couch. This is real time, baby. This is what we're in for. Like the heart palpitations, the elevated stress. Like this is why we game. We love to feel things. And nothing like I started this intent on just being about RPGs and stuff and just thinking about things like the Gascoigne or Dragon Slayer uppercut with the axe. Like, baby, that is something you cannot feel from a turn-based video game. The ability to be able to dodge Millennia's waterfowl attack is just something that is so beautiful. It is so hard to do, but it is so beautiful to see and bear witness to. It is like you feel alive. Like this is the adults. Like I understand having responsibility, but this is where I don't have to take recreational drugs anymore to get that high. You just right inside of the action. Obviously, we've got shooter games, which like not only again peak your serotonin and peak your adrenaline, but also like maybe bring some past scars back up that might come through on the mic chat every now and again, But like platforming games, no one wants to do turn-based platforming games. Oh, I attempt to jump. Okay, let's roll for dexterity. Oh no, sorry, you didn't make that jump. Sorry, Mario, go back to the start of the level. Okay, now I attempt to make that jump. It's like, oh, okay, roll for dexterity. Oh, 15. Okay, you just make it, but you actually broke your ankle on the fall. So now you can't jump anymore for the rest of the level. Okay, no worries. Okay, so I hobble across this gap.
Time. Wow, okay. I was not expecting either of these intros to be so already heated. Steven, how are you feeling so far?
Elevated, baby, because it's real time. This is action. We are taking turns, but within my turn is an infinite amount of time, and that's what like real D&D is about. It's not about I hit, I wait, roll dice, percentage, miss. No, it's about the story, and we're making a story.
And Caden, how are you feeling coming into this so hot?
I'm feeling like a strategist at war, analyzing Steven's weaknesses and selecting the appropriate commands to dismantle him.
Okay, and Austin, as the assist trophies on standby currently, what are you taking so far from the debate?
Two biggest draws so far is that Caden worries me and his child, but there's a lot of stories there. And then Sivo does drugs. So like I don't
Natural
I've been very
consequences,
lost in this
baby.
conversation.
Natural
Like everybody's been
consequences.
very mean.
I play video games, and that is the drug.
Okay. All right, let's move on to round 2. We've got 2 minutes on the clock for the rebuttal. Caden, you are up first. 3, 2, 1, debate.
All right, I'm about to dismantle Steven's argument about turn-based games not being able to deliver adrenaline. I want to talk about a little game called Paper Mario, baby. Introducing, Jonah's like, what? Introducing timed command inputs to reward you for higher skill gameplay. You can just play the game completely ignore this mechanic, but you jump on the enemy. You're gonna hit the A button at the right timing to jump on the enemy multiple times for some extra damage. You come in with the hammer. You're gonna like hold the analog stick to build up the charge to hit the enemies for some more damage. When the enemy hits you, you press it just at the right time to reduce the damage. And this is like how turn-based combat has been elevated over time. And like it still is like it's on your terms because you don't have to deal with the real-time element until you're ready. You press the command, okay, now it's time to focus up. And this lineage comes all the way through to, potential most likely game of the year for a lot of outlets this year, Expedition 33. It's got the dodging and the parrying, and it gets the heart rate going just as surely as unintuitively rolling in a meandering circle underneath Melania's waterfowl. You know what I'm saying?
30 seconds.
And let me just address shooters real quick. Enter Valkyria Chronicles, okay? Turn-based. It's your turn, your unit's turn to use their action to shoot. Okay, you got all the time in the world. You're going to go into third person. You're going to aim your gun, line it up on that unit's head, and fire away. You get that feeling of the adrenaline of aiming and getting the headshots, but you get as much time as you need to do it.
Time. All right, using the full 2 minutes. All right, Steven, I'm going to pass it over to you for your rebuttal. You've got 2 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, debate.
2 things quickly. So just like all other games, they felt like they had to add RPG systems. You're saying that turn-based games felt so inferior to real-time games that the only way they could feel something was actually to add real-time to the games, and that's your argument there. That's interesting. But anyway, let's take it. I'm gonna hit below the belt here. So anyway, we'll take it to the boudoir. This is an alternate universe where Caden does things all turn-based, and so they want to have this first baby, so he hits haste. He pops his coup de grace straight away, and his partner, you know what she does? She casts silence, and so then, he actually has to escape, so he has to run away from the battle. And then, years later, he's at family Christmas, and he's like, isn't it weird that like there's no like creepy uncle in our family? As he's talking to some 12-year-old kid at the family Christmas. Anyway, that's just one like route that you can go down with RPGs. The other things that make so obvious about turn-based is why it's so inferior is because you have 30-second unskippable animations for like popping like a summon, and then like when they re-release that game or even brand new games, they're just like, oh, don't worry, we got 4x speed, 2x speed. You know what? We could take out random battles because they suck so much. Because you don't like them, and that's not what you're here for. You're just all little like dopamine whores that just want XP. But you know what XP stands for? Experience. And the only way to experience video games is to play video games, which is what you do in real time, baby. Real time. Imagine if you, in a real-time game of chess, could perfect parry a bishop to e6. Like, oh yeah, no, fuck off, Magnus. Fuck off. No way.
Holy shit. All right. I just want to remind our participants that the assist trophy is still on the table.
Oh, yeah, damn, sorry.
Set assist trophy. How are you feeling after round 2 of the debate?
Well,
To be honest, I had the more cohesive rebuttal, didn't I? It made the most sense, didn't it?
yours made sense, but I think I can hear your kid in need of help. So
Oh my god, is that coming
that's
through?
been throwing me.
Real-time
Steven,
strategy comes into play.
Yeah, I'm at
Steven
home
got
alone right
weird.
now. I
Yeah,
just
I was
closed the
gonna
door
say,
into the room. You know, he just
can
natural
we reload a
consequence.
save? Because that was terrifying.
I did not realize I was coming to the mic.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's totally
See,
fine.
see why I prefer turn-based games? He's making my argument
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We'll go into round 3. Before we go into round 3, I just want to remind you guys again, assist trophy is on the table. But before we get into the final round, Caden, how are you feeling so far about this
Pretty good,
debate?
man. Pretty good.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good.
He kind of went off the rails a little bit, and I think he's gonna lose some voters when they listen to the debate because they're just gonna be like, "Man, what the fuck was he even talking about? Like a weird fantasy with Caden having sex with his wife and her casting the silence spell on him, something about an uncle. I didn't. What does this even have to do with anything? You know?"
All right.
Gotta get deep in the layers.
Gotta get deep in the layers. All right, Steven, I want to get your 2 cents before we get started on this final round. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a bit Icarus right now, but yeah.
Okay.
I think I could fly to the sun.
One might say Icarus. I say Thickerus. Let's go into the final round.
This isn't getting better.
Caden,
That is no moon.
Caden, you've got 2 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, debate.
Austin, I summon you. Go.
Not gonna lie, turn-based RPGs are probably my favorite games of all time. So I was extremely biased going into this. There's just something about being able to take the time to really optimize
15 seconds.
your everything, and just really and then like you said, number go up, experience points. It's part of like my deepest, happiest points is number going up.
All right,
Got 2 minutes. Give you 2 examples here. Okay, we're gonna talk about Final Fantasy. It's fallen from grace. Everybody knows it, and the point from which it fell from grace was the transition from turn-based combat to real-time combat. I think one of the worst implementations of real-time combat is when you try to have a party of characters. Like, I love it when it's just you're just the guy, you're Geralt, you're Kratos, you're Dante, Devil May Cry or whatever. But when you're like Noctis, Lucis, Calum or whatever, and you got 3 bros on your road trip with you, and they're just doing their thing, and you have no control whatsoever what they're doing. It's just a far cry from the minute control you have over your parties in turn-based Final Fantasy. The other example here is just like CRPGs. It's like for some reason they let's take a turn-based TTRPG D&D and make it real time, and it's just a mess. Like combat is just like a clusterfuck, and then finally, world famous, beloved developer Larian comes along and makes Divinity Original Sin and Baldur's Gate 3 and brings turn-based gameplay into CRPGs, and immediately everybody is like, well, this is a match made in heaven. These are the best CRPGs ever. So much so that other developers like Obsidian retroactively add turn-based combat into their real-time CRPGs because they know it's just better. And I'll rest my case.
All right, leaving 10 seconds on the table. Closing early, getting the assist trophy in. I'm really digging it. Now, I do have a quick midsection question. When you were talking about Noxus and his bros, did you say road trip or bro trip? Because it is very important.
Man. I have to be honest, man. I mean, you can check the tape. There's no point in lying. I said road trip. I fucking missed. I missed the shot on that one.
Okay. All right.
Minus 10 points,
Steven, you ready to close this thing out?
Let's do it.
All right. You've got 2 minutes on the clock and your assist trophy. 3, 2, 1, debate.
Real time is all about immediacy. It is all about cause and effect straight away and actually seeing what happens in gameplay, the ability to dodge, the ability to block, the ability to attack, miss, but understand why you miss. Like, doing that in a real-time action game, a Zelda game, whatever it is, and you miss, you understand, you go, okay, cool, I've just got to be better. But when you have just a video game that has those percentage chances on a turn-based hit, and it just says, no, you missed, is like a DM, you're just like, oh, so I cast Fireball at the Orc, and it's like, yep, roll, and it's like, yep, 16, and it's like, nope. And like, they don't DM anything, they don't tell you any storytelling, it's just, nope. It's like, sick, that's it, that's my turn. Fucking sweet. I just spent my whole like Saturday afternoon playing D&D for this dude just to fucking just give me blue balls. Like, I get nothing out of this. Korea, like South Korea, is run by real-time strategy game StarCraft. Like, can you imagine hearing shoutcasting for Civ? Oh shit! He's built a road, baby! Let's go! Yes! Woo! Let's go. Hell yeah, they got that grain. Get that grain! Yes! Oh, he ended his turn. Oh man, I cannot wait for the next turn. This is going to be intense.
30
Civ
seconds.
gameplay. Turn-based sports. I cast defense on my defender. Okay. I do shimmy. All right. I try rejection. Oh no, failed. Oh shit. Okay, I tried 3-point attack. This just sucks, dude. Real time is where it's at, baby. Let's play video games.
Time. Did you still want to use your assist trophy?
No, because he said he likes RPGs.
Oh, fuck.
So fuck him.
Well, I had something to say, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Holy shit, that was a debate and a half. Austin, as our half assist trophy, I suppose. How are you feeling on the debate? Let me get your
Pretty
vote
lost.
too. Pretty lost?
A little
Okay.
confused. Yeah. I was biased, and one clearly didn't hate me as much as the other one did. So I would vote for turn-based if I had to choose.
Okay.
No, that's not what I'm playing right now a lot and causing me not to get any sleep, sir.
All right. You know, I struggle with turn-based games, and Caden brought some of the points that I have liked about some of the more modern turn-based games, but I'm gonna have to give my point to Steven just because he absolutely fucking brought the heat on this debate. And man, if you can make me fucking cry from laughing in a debate, there's a good chance that you're gonna get my point. But I mean, he legit brought the heat. I really appreciated the points that he made, and just shoutcasting a turn-based game does kind of sound like dog shit.
He made it sound so fun. I think it should work against him. You know, that was cracking us up. But hey, listen, I gotta just point out, guys, shoutcasting turn-based games and sports, poker, chess, golf, turn-based. If you ask me, dude.
I don't think I've ever heard a golf announcer shout. They're like so bored out of their
Sure,
fucking
but
mind.
they still do it. You know?
I mean, if they get that hole in one, everyone's like, but yeah. You're absolutely correct. Okay, so it's going into the polls, it's 1-1, and we do have the results from our dub versus sub debate. And winning with 69% of the vote.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
was Dubs. So good job, Eli. You freaking killed it, man. Getting 69% of the votes. And we had higher turnout on votes than we usually have, so that was awesome.
Nice. Hell yeah.
If you guys would like to vote, and which we would really appreciate it, for who won this debate, check out the Cast Your Votes and get those in. And with that, we'll move on to our community questions.
Before we continue to community questions, I'd just like to clarify that Jonah mentioned we have a Cast Your Votes channel to vote on the Discord, and he failed to mention that that is in our Discord. It's not just a nebulous channel in the ether out there.
Yeah.
But please come to the Great Game Debate podcast Discord. Pretty sure we have links to it, in the show description and everything. Yeah, I'd love to see you there.
Yep.
Moving on to community questions. Our first question comes in from LF Servant 5. Shout out. Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy tries to walk the line of turn-based and real-time. Is this a fair balance? I'm going to pass it to Steven because when I mentioned this before the show, he said, fuck no. So I want him to elaborate on what he meant exactly by that.
For me, it's so much flash with no substance, and it just never feels like I'm doing much. Like it just feels like I'm still just hitting turn-based buttons because first of all, the camera is dog awful in that game. Like it is so bad. It's so hard to see, to lock on and just focus on an enemy because there's just so much crap going on in the background because everyone's attacking, and it's just like it's just too much. So like that's definitely like a knock against that real-time aspect where it's like if it was turn-based, I'd be able to see what I was doing. But yeah, it's just I just felt like it was just a mess. I never really clicked with the combat. It got better as you went on, like as you get masteries and stuff. I kind of mix up Final Fantasy 16 and 7 Remake in my head about how exactly the combos and stuff work. But it gets better as it goes on. But it's just I think it's overly flashy to the point where it's hard to discern what's happening. Like I never feel like I fought an enemy. It's just like I just did a bunch of massive blue goo, attacks, and then everything died eventually. Like it was just a bit too much going on for me personally.
Yeah, for me, I think like it boils down to just trying to please two groups, and that just causes them to do both things poorly. Like they're trying to be turn-based and real-time at the same time. So if you just look at the turn-based aspects, it's bad and not reaching its potential as turn-based. And if you just look at the real-time aspects, it's bad and not reaching its potential. Like it should just be one or the other. And they just have this thing. Like I remember talking about a Final Fantasy 15 as well, where it's like, I think the director at the time, Rip, I guess, because he was Luminous Studios, and he just like fucking quit or left or something because it went so bad. But anyway, he was just like, oh well, I'm getting up there in age now, and I want a game that's still accessible to me that I can like play with like pressing like one button or something. And it's just like, I don't know if that's the target audience or like there's plenty of like 50-something-year-olds out there that I'm sure can handle like a complicated real-time action
Multi-inputs,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, so they've just had this problem for so long. They need to just pick a path. And Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat is similar to Kingdom Hearts, and it had the same issue in Kingdom Hearts, and arguably worse because Final Fantasy VII, when you're making choices in your command menu, the game like slows down time to almost a stop. But in Kingdom Hearts, it's like you're like trying to like D-pad through the menu while like running, avoiding attacks with the analog stick, and it's just fucking
Bad game.
ridiculous. It's just like the worst control scheme. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's something like I'm trying to think like Devil May Cry or something when it's like combo based inputs and analog based inputs to do like a wide variety of moves. Instead, you just open a menu and it showed like all of Dante's moves, and you just like scroll down and pick the one you wanted to do instead. It's such a bad idea. I don't know why they've gone with it, but opinion. There's people out there that are like, this is the best gameplay of all time, and that's fine. Yeah. Do Joda, Austin, have you guys played any of the
I've
new trilogy? And
played Final Fantasy Remake, and that is really it for, or Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and that is it for my Final Fantasy experience.
Mm.
I think
Wow.
if they are going, I mean, I played a little bit of one on the DS when I
Yeah.
was like in middle school because like somebody
Mhm.
had it and I just borrowed it. Um,
Sure.
Honestly, I think the future of turn-based games moving forward is having real-time mechanics during the turn base.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah, like
honestly, with
Expedition 33,
Expedition
Expert.
33, Sea of Stars, even like and like things that Chained Echoes did. I know Chained Echoes didn't really have the real-time
Yeah.
action, but they did have like the milestone leveling up and stuff. And I know a big
Yeah.
portion of RPGs for a lot of people is having to grind, but that option was not taken
Mhm.
out in Chained Echoes or in Sea of Stars. More kind of in Sea of Stars, it's hard to grind in Sea of Stars. Um, but I mean, give us farming areas, I suppose, and give us the milestone, like a hybrid of a milestone and a leveling system, kind of like what Sea of Stars did.
Sure. Any thoughts on the question, Austin?
Um, I played way back in the day Final Fantasy 10 and 10 2, and I enjoyed those a lot, but I was
Nice.
also really young. And then
Mhm.
the remake came out, and I was like, okay, like 7 is like the best according to like everybody's
Everyone.
nostalgia. And I was like, cool, this remake's gonna be awesome. And then I started and I was like, this is nothing like any of the other Final Fantasy games I've played. And I think I put maybe half an hour to an hour into it before I was like, yeah, no, this isn't for me. It's clunky. It's a huge jump from what they were doing before. It just wasn't a grand choice. And like Jonah said, they are adding real time to games to make it more like engaging. And I think that will create, because of like the success of what you mentioned and Expedition 33 and whatnot, it's gonna create a boom of games like that. So we'll probably see a lot of them in the coming years, I would
And you
assume.
know what? I'm here for it. I mean, like
Yeah.
innovation leads to people copying that, and I hope that this becomes a trend and we start seeing turn-based games with real-time strategy inside the turn-based combat, because I mean
Yeah.
that'll bring me back to more turn-based games for sure, because I'm not much of a turn-based guy. So I'm
Yeah.
just curious to see how, like, what the future of the genre is, I suppose.
Don't have time to get into it. It's just an observation. It's funny how we're talking about like if you're on a slider or a spectrum, it seems like adding a little bit of turn-based mechanics to a real-time game is bad, but adding a little bit of real-time mechanics to a turn-based game is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, just interesting to observe. All right, next question comes in from community member Traveling Snowman. Shout out. Does real-time action lose some of the strategy that the turn-based has? Maybe I'll shoot this to Austin. If you can think of any examples of real-time action games that feel strategic.
Oh, for sure. The two that I've been playing right now, Shape of Dreams and Hades 2. Like it's full action the whole time until you got to make a decision of how you're going to progress your character in that run,
Mm,
and then you go right back into the action. So there's a huge level of strategy in between each fight, and then you just go ham and fight things for the next like 30 seconds to like 2 minutes, and then you make another decision that can drastically change everything. So I don't action. There's definitely action games where you have almost no strategy. You just smack the shit out of things
mhm,
like Dynasty Warriors or whatever. But
yeah.
Skyrim.
most games require some kind of strategy, and you just have to think faster than um, if it's less turn based or not turn based, less pauses in between.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
definitely
like
think
that.
anything that has a dodge roll or a parry is all about strategy. Like you make that choice. Like, and that's been around since every single action and adventure game in the Xbox 360 era. Like, they all have strategy. Sometimes they're not implemented that well, but like definitely they're all strategic. Like I only just thought about it just from you saying that, but you didn't bring up how when we talk about elevated heart rates in turn-based games, like the ATB bar brought that, like because you've got to strategize quicker than you used to have to do, and like again, like just adding real-time elements is just literally now you've got to think on the fly. Always think on the fly. Like yeah, there's heaps of strategy. Like I know that like there's memes around like Modern Warfare and just using a rocket launcher and everyone in Nuketown you just throw your grenade over the roof at the start of the map or whatever, but like you're constantly thinking and strategizing.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think it comes down to the design, and I think Austin brings up a good point that certainly with like action RPGs that a lot of the strategy comes down to the character build. I mean, you see people suffering for hours, dying hundreds of times to something like Millennia and Elden Ring, and then you see like the guy who goes in with like the blood naginata with the helicopter move and just walks into her and doesn't stop until she dies. Like it does matter. I don't know if any real time game will ever reach the level of strategy of like a grand strategy, turn based, game like Civilization or something. But it certainly can have a lot of strategy for sure. Any thoughts on the matter, Jonah?
No, I mean, Austin put it like what he was talking about was where my mind went to, is a lot of these games that are requiring like you figuring out your build and how you're going to progress. Because I know Austin and we were playing a game called Sworn that has gone into 1.0 since we last played it, but we played it in early access. And so where one of us is trying to get like an earth-based build and the other one's trying to get an ice-based build, and we're constantly just trying to build up the meter of ice, and then it stun locks the enemy, and while that's going, the other person is building up the earth-based, and then it stun locks the enemy. And so we're just trying to the strategy of stacking these stun locks so the enemy can't, or the boss can't like attack us, because it's I don't know, it's fun to break the game, so like
sure.
having that level of building your characters, especially in co-op like turn-based games or strategy games like that are really fun. Action games.
A weird proposition. Are stealth games the most turn-based of any real-time game?
Ooh.
Because like it is literally pretty much, you have to make the right move, which is to wait.
Although, have you seen those videos of people playing stealth-based games like super aggressive, and they're still like not triggering alarms, and they're just like
wheeling around in Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah,
just randomly chucking a brick into the sky, and then like 3 minutes later,
they whistle. The guy's like, "Hey,"
just
walks over and
speed runs.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, cool. All right, this one comes in from Holden Hints. Shout out. If you could cook one meal turn-based instead of real time, every time you cook it, what would it be and why?
I got this.
I'll just go ahead and jump in here. Like
Okay.
anything with like caramel, because like you're doing a dessert.
Fuck it up.
You got like three different. You're trying to make the sponge. You try to make the compote or the coulis or whatever. You got the caramel on the side. You get distracted. It's so sensitive. You went over 2 seconds. The caramel's burned. So if it could just be like, would you like to check the caramel? Oh, it's not burned. Okay, on to the next thing. Would you like to check the caramel? All right. Sorry, I steamrolled you, Jonah.
No,
Please
it's all good. It's all good. I do cook in turn-based. It's called microwave food, baby.
Damn. All right. What you got, Steven?
You brought up all my terrible PTSDs about like about baking. I'm such a bad I just freak out. Like there's too many ingredients, there's too much stuff that I'm meant to be spinning at once. Like in baking, I've done like one sticky date pudding and stuff like that, and it was just like it was a nightmare. Like it came out well, but it was just like it was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. So unfortunately, I'll never bake a cake because it's just like it's too stressful for me. Like I tried kneading my own pizza dough once and just like almost had a meltdown, like just because I didn't have I didn't have a mixer to be able to mix it, or like a dough maker or anything. So I was like trying to do it by hand. I'm just like, this sucks. This actually sucks.
Have you ever done a focaccia pizza?
No.
Sounds
You
good.
just do a super like loose, wet, sticky dough, and you do all the holes after it's done resting, and then you just build the pizza on top of that after it's cooked. Oh, it's so good, dude. Focaccia is just delicious.
Yeah, I'll just buy my pizza or buy pre-made dough balls.
I mean,
and roll it out.
it's so like easy to just do that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Austin, what do you think?
I don't cook a ton, but my favorite thing to make is the either barbecue or buffalo wings that I've been doing lately, and just being able to make that turn-based and like really zeroing it in and getting it just perfect with like nice crispy skin and stuff would be fantastic. I would love to just perfect my favorite thing to do right now.
Damn, I'm so hungry right now. This sucks.
Should somebody make like a Balatro that's like ingredients for baking, and you have like combo multipliers for like putting the
like how tasty the dishes. Oh, dude, that'd be so cool.
All right, I do not have the game design expertise to make that $1 million idea, so somebody else go for it. All right, last question comes in from Fancy Hat Goose, aka Dan. What up, Dan? You're dropped into the dungeon crawler universe. What random item would you have accidentally brought with you, and what would your catchphrase be? Also, what is your signature fighting style? All right, so the way we're going to do this is we'll go around, but everyone else but the person whose turn it is will say what they think their answers to these questions would be, and then the person will reveal their actual answers. So why don't we start with Steven? I'm going to say that his signature fighting style would obviously be like a monster tamer, right? So like I don't know.
Hell yeah.
What maybe you guys could come up with like a random item that he uses to like tame the monsters of the labyrinth and use them to fight for him.
I'm trying to think of what Steven would have on him at all times. I'm thinking I very rarely
like
see
Gengar snapback or something.
Yeah, I that's what I was thinking. I was like, I very rarely see Steven without a hat, so I'm wondering if he just has like a hat pack, and it's just a backpack that can only hold different hats, and he gets different buffs every time. Or maybe
like job, dude. He's got like the bladed brim, like.
Or instead of it being like different hats giving him different abilities, he picks a hat out of his backpack, puts it on his head, and that's how he summons his monsters.
That's
nice. Cool. Yeah. All right. Also, we're still missing catchphrase. What do you think?
I mean, it's got to be "Oi cunt," right?
That's what I was thinking.
Now it's time to snap back.
Oh shit!
But oi cunt! Now it's time to snap back. Summons a little monster out of his
hat off and using it as his Pokeball. Like he like smacks it onto a monster. Now that monster fights.
Oh, that's how he captures it.
Yeah.
That's how he's got the capture from Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, one at a time, but it works great.
Capture point. I
Dude,
like
yeah.
We just made him we just made you the mask salesman from Majora's Mask. Like you have a backpack full of hats that you throw onto
now I just have to find a kid to traumatize.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what are your answers to the question, Steven?
Man, they're so much better than mine, because I was just like, like it is funny because I chuck on a cap almost every single day. The only other thing that I always carry around with me is my headphones. So like most likely it would be headphones and a hat would come in, and I was thinking that they would probably get some sort of buff to be like just give you extra perception, whether or not you could like hear around corners and stuff like that sort of thing. So yeah, nowhere near as cool as the ideas that you'll give it away for free. So hopefully someone writes that fanfic because that sounded pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like the catchphrase for sure. And I've always been a bow. I've always been a bow user. Like if that drops in a loot box, like if I get that crate, yeah, I'm switching to ranged filth range build.
Nice. To this day, his Steam user icon is the Monster Hunter bow symbol.
That is funny.
All right.
I've just never. I just saw a bow and was like, "Yeah, that'll do."
Yep. Nice. All right, it's Austin's turn. Jonah, give us a little insight here into your buddy. We need catchphrase, random item, and fighting style.
What does Austin have on him at all times? What is part of that EDC? I feel like it's not necessarily like an item, but I feel like he's gonna get like Medusa style beard powers. Maybe he can like turn people. Like he's got Medusa snakes coming out of his beard or something. I don't know. Or we could just go full Viking with it, and he's got like a great sword or an axe or something.
Or it's already like red.
Right,
like it could be that like it's like to do berserker mode, he has to like light his beard on fire.
Ooh.
And like that like buffs him by 250.
Oh no.
I think for the catch
style flaming berserker rage.
I think for the catchphrase because like whenever Austin gets pissed off at anyone, it'll just be like, brother.
Yeah. And my disappointment is always my brother in Christ, dude.
Not bro, just full brother.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing it all now playing out of my head. Like, you know, he's just got the barbarian loincloth. He's like Blackbeard, the flaming beard, and has a big battle axe, just screaming, running at a monster in the labyrinth or whatever.
Yeah.
Just, brother. Yeah, that's good shit. All right, Austin. How does it really go down?
I do like those ideas. If I had the split second to choose, I do have a couple of swords lying about that I might grab. I have a lightsaber that I still haven't hung up yet.
A working lightsaber.
That'd be so funny if you went into the dungeon and it's still just a plastic lightsaber.
But it does immense damage.
Very durable lightsaber. It's like, oh, cool.
Just melt it down and sharpen it like a prison ship.
I'd probably end up taking a line from Critical Role, and I would like to rage and just screaming at people for the whole time.
Sick. All right, do me, guys.
All right, Caden. What are we doing for Caden?
Well, it turns out that he's walking. He has to walk into the dungeon with. Well, I guess I don't know if it's classified as a thrall yet. Like maybe because of the age, but obviously he's got a stroller and a toddler.
So in the DCC universe, all the kids get teleported to a specific location. So
so he has just a stroller. So he has just a stroller as his weapon.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a vehicle
bag.
Ooh, like a diaper bag. That's like a what is it? A dimensional bag. That'd be cool.
Bag of holding.
Yeah.
He's just constantly
only have items related to like.
I was going more down the Death Stranding route, and then he's got like the pooey diaper for like a stink bomb.
Yeah, dude, I make piss and shit bombs. I just take an adult shit in a diaper and then wrap it up and throw it into opponent's face. It could gum up the traps, throw it in a gear. You know,
that's foul.
Yeah.
That's foul.
There's a lot of intelligent monsters, so that's awful.
What is
nice.
What is Steven, I'm gonna turn to you for this one. What would Caden's catchphrase be?
Well, it's clearly he would just get really in the fucking zone, and he brings back the old Ain't no rest for the wicked.
He just starts singing.
Just sing. I'm a bard, apparently. He uses shit diapers as weapons.
Off-key diaper bard. I love it.
How am I supposed to
Yeah,
live,
I
laugh,
like
love in these conditions?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a stay-at-home dad.
Mhm.
All right. How well did we
Kate-
match up, Caden?
Pretty good. I mean, I didn't know what I had in mind, but you guys fucking brought it. It's a funny thing about this game is you guys are just we're coming up with the best ideas for each other. But yeah, I guess if I could tweak something, it would be hilarious to do the tag team duo with my toddler, and I essentially just use him as like a living club, just like grab him by the ankle, just like. But
Caden, this whole podcast, we're all worried about your child.
I'm not.
A lot of stories do make kids just immortal and invulnerable.
They
to
are.
damage,
Yeah,
so
he's the
maybe
chosen
he's
one.
just got one of the
They-
indestructible
He's bounced
babies.
He just has Invinta baby.
Yeah, he's
Right,
using it like
he's
a nunchuck. Just...
indestructible.
Nunchuck baby.
We got the Indiana Jones like spiked collapsing ceiling, and he's just like he wedged the toddler. And
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
can't do it. Cool. All right, let's move on to Jonah. What do you guys think? Thinking of his gaming taste, man of varied taste. He dabbles in the turn-based, like Sea of Stars, Earthbound. Noted
I-
Zelda fan, but also noted shooter enjoyer.
He's,
I would like
he's-
to
sorry.
put forth the dynamic duo of Hair Boys and Mr. Metal Music Listener and his spinning hair, which I can't do obviously with my
Yes.
bald head.
Yeah.
I think he'd be rock related.
Yeah.
That's
so you
his.
got the
That's his
weaponized
like
beard and
fighting
he's got
style.
I'm just
Yeah, just like
head banging people.
hair whip.
yeah, some kind of bard. But
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's
just straight up
hanging off of
headbutting.
his phone and like head banging his way around.
He's literally a crowd killer.
Oh, wait.
I'm just skanking
Just
too
goes in
hard
with
down the halls.
Yes, spin kicks
Yeah.
and windmills.
Yeah. Nice.
Um,
All right, so
obviously,
that's a
he
five
is very
style.
much
New item.
similar to Dungeon Crawler Carl in that pretty much every single interaction with me, his catchphrase is Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yep.
I think one of the most iconic things I think of about Jonah is his what Pokemon would you bring to eat on a desert island? So I'm imagining your random item is just a portable clip-on like recording mic.
I'm gonna die so fucking fast, dude.
He just goes and interviews freaking NPCs and enemies.
Yeah. Anyone who survives or is non-hostile, he gets those podcasting clips in case he makes it out of the dungeon.
He gets
all right,
breaks
Jonah,
in
how
the middle of
close
fights.
I
Yeah, there
do
we go.
I do
He's just
like
"Can I ask you
the
a couple questions?"
I do like
Yeah.
the JFC because I was trying to think of what I say a lot,
Mhm.
and I do say that a lot to Steven. I also say hell yeah, dude, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I don't have it near me, but my like butterfly knife trainer, I fiddle with that thing. Like
There
I
you
fidget
go.
with that thing
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. So I think that'd probably be like the one thing that I have on me that I end up taking in.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can see it now. The creature advancing upon you in Mortal Kombat, and you're like, flick, 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 and then you drop it on the floor, and you're like, oh fuck, and then Jesus fucking Christ, and then it comes for
That's just his...
Wow, that's a Tuesday at my house.
yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! And then just bowled over. Hell yeah!
Mhm.
I'm just imagining like in his first loot box because of his crowd killer mentality, like his swinging arms and freaking hair whipping back and forth is like he gets a boom box, so he has to take it, and then like there's a fight about to happen, so he has to put the boom box down, like he's about to start a breakdance battle. puts on some metalcore breakdowns and just starts swinging.
I'm just like, wait, hold on. We got to get to the breakdown. I'm like, fast forwarding a little bit. Hold on.
Let's go. Oh, this build-up's pretty dope, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. It's going to get stick face.
Oh, dude. That would be kind of fun, though. Like, if you can time the fight to the breakdown shout out, you get like a bonus, like a boost, like a rage boost. That would be kind of sick. And you got like 30 seconds to just go crazy. That'd be fun.
New achievement. Disrespect your surroundings.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I'm just imagining you standing there, like spinning your arms, kicking your legs, and like the camera's all zoomed in, and then like backs up, and the goblin's just like.
They're at the edge with their arm out.
He's having to be like. He's got his girl orc behind him, like, ew, dude.
Bro, what the hell? That's incredible.
All right. Well, thank you so much to our community for the questions. And now it's time for a little game. All right, the game I have prepared for this week, you know what? Kind of inspired by founding member of the podcast, Westpage. Shout out. We got a little bit of video game trivia. So I'm going to try to structure these like, Jeopardy style questions. And then at any point, just buzz in by saying your name. And then you'll get a chance to answer. If you get it wrong, somebody else can try to steal it. And the answers may be like a video game series or a character from a video game or like a person from the video game industry, that kind of thing. So
Caden, before we get started, can we do custom buzz-in sounds?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I was gonna vote for our catchphrases from the previous.
Oh. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
All right.
I've avoided saying the Australian national word all this podcast. Now I'm going to say it every time.
I think I'm going to go with hell yeah, dude, instead of Jesus fucking
You can do your own variation if you want.
JFC?
My caveat here, bear with me because I did not formulate these into Jeopardy style questions beforehand. I just have the information, so I'm having to do it on the fly. So
no,
anyway.
it's okay. We don't have to.
Yeah.
No, we don't have to do that.
Okay, here we go. In what game was the technique of canceling normal moves into special moves to create combos originally a bug? Oi, Steven.
It was Super Street Fighter, or was it Street Fighter 2?
Street Fighter 2, I'll take it.
Super? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just a case of something being a bug, being like, oh, this is actually cool, and making a feature.
Yeah, like,
so,
oh, you can juggle. That's cool.
Canceling moves to create combos. All right, next question. Let's see. What video game character's first appearance was in a video game as a dangling rear view mirror ornament in the Sega arcade driving game Radmobile?
Okay, it's Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It ain't that deep. It's Sega.
It would make sense. It would make sense that it's some sort of like It would make sense that it's some sort of Sonic character.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say Shadow the Hedgehog.
You're so close, Steven.
Oh damn!
Who wants to steal?
Brother.
Brother.
I would Knuckles.
Damn. All right. This is
the obvious one. It's the obvious one.
It's the obvious one, Jonah.
It's the obvious one? Is it just
the
Sonic?
Obvious Sonic the Hedgehog character? Yep.
Okay.
So apparently Sonic's first appearance was just as a rear view mirror ornament in a game called Radmobile. He just like wasn't even a character from an established, that's crazy. That's some like Donkey Kong shit with Mario. Yeah. Let's see here. All right.
Just like because it was rad, get the rad character.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, I have another one in a similar vein to the Street Fighter question. In what game was fast crouch jumping movement a bug, but players liked it so much and it made so much sense in the whole Space Ninja context that they made it an official movement technique?
Space Ninja. Oi.
Space Kraus. Oi.
Like, what's that game? Ninja
Yeah.
Gaiden?
So,
No?
That's where my thought went to as well.
there's another big. I'll give a hint. It's an MMO. Space Ninjas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
Hell yeah.
Warframe.
I think I know it.
You got it. There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
so upset right now.
Yeah.
Was that the first
Fast.
You
game to do
literally
it?
used the catchphrase of the game, and I was like, well, that's too easy. It can't be that.
Yeah. These aren't that
Oh my
deep, guys.
God.
Yeah, I don't know if Warframe was the first game to do that, but in
Okay.
their case, it was just a bug that it worked. Fast crouch
Oh,
jumping.
wow.
All right, next one. Let's see here.
Austin's so mad right now. He loves
Dude, you have no
Warframe.
I've got like fucking 1,400 hours in that game.
Yep. Okay. In what game was the speeding up of the aliens just a function of the way the machine
Hell yeah.
the game was on worked? Go ahead.
Space Invaders.
You got
Yeah.
it. They didn't
Couldn't
actually
remember the name of this
program the
game.
invaders to speed up when there was less of them. It's just the game could only move 24 objects at once because of its memory. So the less aliens that there were, they just start moving faster because they have more memory to work with.
That's funny.
Let's see.
I learned that from Did You Know Gaming?
Mm-hmm. All right. In what grand strategy game was Gandhi famous for being an aggressor that got nukes the fastest? What?
Civ 7.
I'll give you Civ. It's just Civ 1. I don't care.
Okay.
But yeah, you get it for Civ.
God,
It's
he
funny
got
because,
nukes the first.
Yeah, dude.
The only
They-
reason is because they give India the highest scientific statistic rating, and that just naturally results in them getting nukes fast.
Leads to nukes.
He would so in the original, Gandhi was the most aggressive because it was based off of the 256 whatever. And they basically
it was
they
like an
nerfed
overflow
his
thing?
they nerfed his aggression so low that it ricocheted back all the way up to the top.
Or like
Oh.
underflowed from
Yeah, so
one
he had like
max.
255 rage, and it was just like,
That's funny.
okay.
Let's see. Okay. In what game does the dragon Parthenax have the same voice actor as Mario?
Brother.
Go ahead.
It's
Oi, oi,
Skyrim.
oi. There you go.
It's
Yeah.
for a smart name.
Did you know? Yeah. Isn't
That is
that
another
weird?
no one, yeah, for sure. It is weird.
All right, here we go. Let's see. What video game character has a mustache because Shigeru Miyamoto couldn't draw an upper lip due to graphical limitations?
Really? That's crazy.
Brother,
Mario?
you got it.
Okay.
Can you imagine
you-
like a tiny pixel
I was-
Mario just with like
Nothing.
no?
I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
is
gosh.
he doing 2 back-to-back Mario questions?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay.
They just keep whiplashing between like the easiest thing and then just what?
Yeah.
Because it was probably just 1 pixel along from mouth
Mhm.
to like nose, maybe. So it was like it just was black. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. In what video game series is Liara the only Asari in the game with eyebrows?
Oh.
Boy,
Mass Effect.
it's
Oh.
Mass Effect. Isn't that weird? She's like the only character of an entire species that actually has eyebrows.
Of like fish
just-
people. Yeah, that is weird.
All right, here we go.
Why are you
How do I
paying
phrase this
attention?
one? Yeah.
know.
Let's see here. In what 1998 video game that features a police department are there no bathrooms in that police department?
What year?
1998.
Oh,
Mhm.
hell yeah.
They could.
Hell yeah.
Resident Evil 2?
You got it. Ding, ding, ding. In the entire RPD, there's no toilets. Where are they all shitting?
Oh wow, that is crazy.
They go across
Like,
the street.
In the fountain.
There's like
In
some
the
famous like bathrooms in RE1. That's weird that they.
No bathrooms, but
Yeah.
we do have a library.
Yeah. Let's see here. This is pretty good.
For some reason, I thought you said 1989. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, here we go. In what video game did the French translators run into a localization issue where the word for Deku sounded like the French term for from the ass?
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess. Boy.
Hell yeah.
Ocarina of Time.
You got it. Ding, ding. The Japanese developers were so happy that they came up with a different word for Deku that didn't mean from the ass that they allowed the French translator to put his own custom text in one of the Sheikah Eye Stones. So in the French version of Ocarina of Time, one of the French Eye Stones says Zelda's translator is super handsome and mega cool. That was just more trivia. That wasn't a question.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Hell
here we
yeah.
go. Let's see. In what RPG series was the name for it decided by putting together the two words that marketing got the best customer testing results from when asking about what evokes an epic RPG?
Hell yeah.
The game was
serious,
not even
Fennel?
originally supposed to have dragons in it.
Hell
Go
yeah.
ahead, Steven.
Oi.
I mean, Jonah. Sorry, Jonah.
Dragon Quest?
Hell yeah, Jonah.
Dragon.
Damn. Nope. It's Dragon something. Oi, oi, oi.
Dragon. Damn it! No, I can't even think. It's that other one, Inquisition or whatever it is. Oh, Dogma.
Yeah, that one.
Really?
No,
Dragon's
no,
Dogma?
no, it's the Inquisition one.
Oh, I can't think of what
Austin.
the name is. Why can I not think of it? It's such a forgettable series. I'm sorry.
Dragon something Inquisition. Steal it, Austin.
Oh, Dragon Age.
Age.
There you go.
God.
My brain is just like, what's going on?
Yeah, that was.
I was
Right,
just sitting over here trying to remember anything
um,
other than Dragon Knight. I'm like, that's not even a game.
This is the last question. Jonas got 5 points. Austin has 2. Steven has 4. So if Steven gets this, then we'll go into a tie, and I'll have to come up with a tiebreaker.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, in what video game series did the creator have to be talked out of killing the protagonist? They originally were supposed to have gotten arrested by the authorities and given the death penalty.
Whoa. Whoa. That's heavy.
Hell
But
yeah.
they live. They live at the end. Hell yeah.
Silent Hill?
Nope. I'll give you a clue if Steven gets it wrong. Oi.
Dishonored?
No. Okay, so the hint is the characters' names are Otacon and Snake.
I was actually thinking a little bit along the lines of that, but yeah.
Somebody buzz in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Austin's got the first.
I mean, Austin, go.
I didn't know I was still in the game. I was vibing. I was thinking over here like Grand Theft Auto. No, so Metal Gear.
Nice. Yeah, you got it. Metal Gear. All right, the
Metal
point stands.
Gear.
Austin comes in last place with 3. Steve's got 4 points, and Jonah has 5. Congratulations, Jonas. You're the winner.
Whoa, is this the first time?
It's the first time in a long time. I know I've won before, but usually you guys are bigger nerds than I am.
I hadn't.
Man, we got robbed.
Triple tied.
Yeah. How hard would it have gone if the authorities gave Snake and Otacon the fucking death penalty and they died?
Yeah, that'd be
at the end?
crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That would have been
all right.
A timeless game.
Yeah. Congratulations, everyone. We made it to the end of the podcast. Pat yourselves on the back. We did it. It's now time for final thoughts. Jonah, what are your final thoughts?
You shouted out Mr. J. Hunter Pearson for creating our new logo. I just want everyone to know that, I mean, if you're watching the video version, you can see that I've got our classic GGD podcast shirt design. But we have the new logo on our Redbubble store, which is in the Linktree in the description. You guys can go check it out. We have designs for the classic design, the Gaiden design, and our new logo, and they all look really good. Mm-hmm. If that is a way that you want to get something pretty swaggy and support the show, you can do that. other than that, thanks for hanging in with us, everyone. We had a freaking blast on this one. This was a good episode, so hope you guys dig it. And comment your thoughts. What dungeon crawler character, or what would your dungeon crawler character be if you got taken to that world?
Final thoughts, Austin.
Probably say the 2 favorite games of all time that I've had are turn-based, but I currently have Hades 2 paused in the background, so I really want to get back to my real-time game. So I think I know who I'm voting for.
Pause and believe hard enough doesn't make any action game a turn-based game.
I guess it depends on if the game actually pauses.
Yeah.
It depends on how fast you can pause.
Right. Yeah. Input buffering. All right, Steven, final thoughts.
I played the best turn-based game this year, and that is Expedition 33. My God, that is leagues above any other turn-based game I've ever played. Like I've played a bunch, but my God, it was fun for I think 70 hours. I punched into it, and it was just like I didn't get bored. Like every turn-based game, I'm just like, please just let me press A and just get through it, or turn on 4x mode and let me just hold A and it goes through the whole battle and that's it. And I get the JP and the XP.
Could you imagine playing that game at like double speed? Oh my God.
Your brain would melt. Like it was just so engaging. It's such a good freaking game. Awesome.
Hell yeah. My final thoughts are I'm still reading that manga Blame, which is just like crazy. I mentioned it last recording about how they came across like a cloning vat and he just vaporized the babies without a single thought because he's like, this is an abomination. And there's another part where they come into like a vast space that they can't tell the dimensions of inside the megastructure. And there's a entity at a measuring device, just, like a telescopic thing, like just gazing into the emptiness, but it's a being of what they call silicon life, which is like at war with the humans, and the main character is just like squared up, like suspicious of this character, and he's basically like, hi, I mean you no harm, I've been here for a really long time just measuring this space, did you know it's bigger than the size of Jupiter? And then the character doesn't say anything and just like shoots his head off. He's like, I'm racist against Silicon Life. Your Silicon Life, die. And then they just move on.
Wow.
So
cool. I'm your host, Katie Birthday Lane. And as always, keep debating. Bye.
Bye.
wait, what the fuck? Are you playing Hades right now?
I was in the middle of a run and I got to a point that I can't exit. So I was like, well, it's gonna run in the background.
If only it was turn-based. You could just set it down.
Exactly.